Good morning, students. Today we will study the first chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastic. As we have earlier studied that fibers are of two types, natural and synthetic. So what is natural fiber? Natural fiber means the fibers which are present in nature itself. That is, these are obtained from animals or plants. For example, you can say jute, cotton, wool, etc. Okay. So next is synthetic. From the word itself, it is very clear. Synthetic means which is man-made or human-made. Okay. So synthetic fibers we are usually making in the laboratories as they are very much cheap. Okay. So we can afford synthetic fibers. So next we have to see the types of synthetic fibers. So these are rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic and spandex. First one is rayon. It is prepared from cellulose and is also called as artificial silk because of its look. Okay. So now we can see the properties of rayon. First one is it is very good absorbent. Second is it is very soft and silky touch. That means when we are touching it, it appears like silk. Okay. And drapes well. So the clothes made up of this fabric is very easy to wear. Okay. Next point is it burns at a high temperature, but it does not melt. Okay. And the last point is it wrinkles easily, may shrink. Wrinkles means when we are washing it with water, what happens? This type of clothes may get wrinkles. That means lining or folding made in that cloth when we are pressing it or washing. Okay. So wrinkles are present. Wrinkles will be present. That means when we are washing it, wrinkles will be present. So we need to iron it to remove that wrinkles. So next comes the uses. So what are the uses of this type of cloth or this type of fiber? That is to make shirt, blouse, jackets, tie and socks. Next use is it is used in bandage, then tire industry and furnishing like bed sheet. So students, next is nylon. It is also another synthetic fiber. So you can see the word nylon. NY stands for New York, whereas LON stands for London. That means it was the first synthetic fiber made in the world, and it was made in New York and London. Okay. So what are the properties? First one is it is very much strong. Okay. And elastic. That means it can be stretchable. Next is lightweight. That is it is light in weight. And lustrous. Lustrous means shining. Second property is it absorbs very little water. So what is the advantage if it absorbs very little water? So the advantage is that when we are washing this type of clothes, what happens? It will dry very soon. Okay. Next point is it is not attacked by moth. That means moth and insect resistant. What happens? Moths or other insects will not be attracted to this type of fibers, and hence they will not eat this fiber. Okay. Next comes wrinkle resistance that we have earlier told. That means no lining or marks or folds will be formed in this type of clothes since they are wrinkle resistant. Is it clear? Next comes it has great tensile strength. Okay. Or high tensile strength. Tensile strength means it is a amount of force that we need to pull anything, for example rope or like that. Okay. Next comes uses. So what are the uses of nylon? First one is that used to make bristles in toothbrush. So you must have seen toothbrush, in that bristles are present. That means some hairy like portions are there. Okay. That is called as bristles. Next is used to make socks. Since we have said it is elastic or it is stretchable, so we can say it is used to make socks, seat belts and ropes. Ropes Since it is very strong, we have already told it is very strong, so it is used to make ropes. Next is used to make parachutes. You must have seen parachutes. So why it is used to make parachutes? Because we have said it is light in weight. So it is used to make parachutes, tents and sleeping bags. Okay, and it is also used to make carpets. Next comes polyester. Polyester is also a type of synthetic fibers used. So what are the properties? First one is it is very strong and crease resistance. So polyester is very strong. Crease means again that lining form. Okay, lining or fold formed in the clothes when we are pressing it or washing it. That is called as crease. Crease resistant means no crease will be formed. That is, no wrinkles will be formed. Okay, in this type of clothes. Next is water resistant and dries quickly. So again, when we are washing this type of cloth, so it will dry very easily without taking much time. Next point is easy to wash and wear. So we have told very easy to wash and hence we can wear it. Next is tensile strength. It is also have a good tensile strength and durable. That means it will last for a long time. Okay, that is called as durable, which lasts for a long time. And last point is it has the ability to retain its shape. Okay, so it will retain its shape even if we are washing it. It will retain its shape. Then it's stain resistant. So now let's look what are the uses of polyester. So it is used to make jackets, shirts, saris, trousers. Next is PET. PET means polyethylene terephthalate. That means it is also a type of synthetic fiber. That is, it's also a type of polyester and is used in making bottles and jars. Since we have told that it is light in weight, so it is used in sailing boats. Next we can see another type of synthetic fiber, that is acrylic. Okay, we can also say it's artificial wool. So the properties are it is very warm, it has good tensile strength, elastic in nature. That means it can be stretched. So it is also light in weight and also shrinks when it comes with contact with boiling water. Then resistant to moths. That means moth will not attack acrylic fiber. Okay, so they will not eat this material. Next is wrinkle resistant. So no wrinkles will be formed. Next we have to see the uses. Acrylic is used to make shawls, sweaters and blankets. Since we have told that it is also known as artificial wool. Okay, and it gives warmth. So we can use them to make shawls, sweaters and blankets. That is, which is used in winter clothes. Okay, used to make winter clothes. And it is also used to make carpet, socks and also artificial hair wigs. Okay, next comes spandex. So what are the properties? So it has low strength and density, but it has high elasticity. It can be stretched. And next point is it is resistant to weathers, oil, smoke, perspiration and detergent. Okay, so next we have to study what are the uses. Since we have told that it has high elasticity, so it can be used to make sportswear. Okay, sportswear, cycling shorts, then gloves, exercise pants, swimsuits, leggings and skinny jeans. Okay, since it have high elasticity, we can use to make this type of things. Next we have to study characteristics of synthetic fabrics. Okay, so what are the characteristics? It's also the same. First one is less absorption of water. Okay, less absorption of water means it will absorb very little water. So what is the advantage? This type of clothes will dry very soon or very easily. Next is resistance to attack from insects and moths. That means it is insect and moth resistant. Okay, So insect and moths will not be attracted to synthetic fabrics, so they will not attack this material. Third point is wrinkle resistant. Wrinkle resistant means again that lining or folding will not be formed. Shrinkle resistant, that means it will not shrink. Okay. Next is high tensile strength and durable. It has good tensile strength. Durable means it will last for a long time. Next is availability in attractive colors. This type of synthetic fibers are available in different colors. Okay. Next is cost effective. Since it is used in where different, used to make different clothes, and it is made in the laboratories. Okay, so it is cheap. Hence we are saying cost effective. So these were the properties of or characteristics of synthetic fabrics. Go through the portions and try to write the characteristics of synthetic fabrics and the different types of synthetic fibers with 2 uses each. Thank you for listening.